Hey guys, it's Supa here. So today we have somewhat of a new series where we'll be covering the upcoming content that will be coming to Infinite Magicraid this week. And this might not necessarily be a frequent series, but I'll make this rather when there's interesting things coming to the game. So first of all, let's look at the Infinite Magicraid Discord, as always. And what you can see here is the announcement they make every Monday on what there is to come. So this isn't everything, but let's just go through what they have announced. So first of all, you can see that we did have an issue in the game where trying to change your avatar profile caused your game to crash, and we got compensation for 1000 diamonds. So nice compensation by the devs. 1000 diamonds isn't an extremely large amount, but still nice for an issue that, in my opinion, isn't really a big deal. And now for the more important things. We actually have a limited time hero rerun this week. So this will come out on Friday, and as you can see, it's Heng Yi 3. And taking a look at the rest of the banner, it isn't too great. We do have Nasil, which is good for PvP at Exclusive 1, and we have Fruit, who's actually pretty good for Poison teams. But that being said, Heng Yi 3 is one of the weakest, if not the weakest, limited time heroes there is. So personally, I would not be summoning for her. And if you are a free-to-play player, I do not recommend that you summon for her either. The only redeeming factor, I would say, is that Heng Yi 3 actually is a decent defensive character even at Exclusive 0, which is good for free-to-play players because it means that you do not need to get her to Exclusive 3, which most limited time heroes do. But unfortunately, I just think that she isn't strong enough to warrant summoning for, and you are better off waiting for future reruns, especially Irato, which we are anticipating to come out soon. But just so you guys can see what Heng Yi 3 looks like, this is what she looks like. And she's from the Nameless Brotherhood faction, which in my opinion is a faction which is limited on a lot of strong heroes. And Heng Yi 3, even though she's not amazing in terms of limited time heroes, she still is a decent character, and like I said, good at Exclusive 0. So it's your choice whether you summon for her, but in my opinion, I would save and wait for future reruns to come out. And in other news, we have trio match this week, and even though I haven't checked it, I'm pretty certain that at 9000 points, you do have Heng Yi 3. So this isn't attainable for free-to-play players, but if you are a spender, that would require you to spend max gems on these trio tokens every day. And you will also have to buy some combination of packs from the store in order to reach 9000 points. So I don't actually see the good packs for trio match, which there normally is. So I'm guessing that, here it is. So it would require some combination of packs to reach the 9000 points to get Heng Yi 3, and usually you have to spend around the 100 USD range, which is typical to get a limited time hero. Additionally, as I've covered before, we do have the Adventurous Journey, so if you're on track so far, you should be at stage 10, and this is if you don't have the supply card, and if you do have the supply card, you should have I believe you should be at stage 25. And now for new stuff as well, which is coming up, we have double Guild Boss drops. And I really love this event because it just increases the amount of gems you get, and if you're lucky, Supreme Runes and Epic Eyes you get. One of my favorite events, what it does is pretty straightforward. You just get double Guild Boss drops every day. So that's just something to look forward to. Guild Arena is starting, as well as Battle for Glory has just started. So don't forget your fights. And the last thing I wanted to cover was the upcoming events. So as you can see here, we have Spirit Beast Cultivation. And what this usually means is that we'll have a new pet coming up. So if you're a free-to-play player, this doesn't really concern you. But if you are a player who spends money, then we will have to see what the new pet does, but I'm sure it'll be strong. So the most recent pet before what's going to come out is the Unicorn. And the Unicorn, for anyone who's faced it or used it, knows it's just the most OP thing ever. It's essentially a Murong in a pet form, which means you can use it everywhere. So we'll have to wait and see what it is, but since it's new, it's already going to be OP. Everyone knows that. And the other thing of note is consumer gift. So if you are unfamiliar with what this event does, for pay-to-win players, you get rewarded for spending certain amounts of money. So I believe the levels or tiers of reward you can get is spending 20 USD, 50 USD, 100 and 200 USD, and then I believe it's 500, 1000 and 2000 USD. So completely pay-to-win event, but if you are a free-to-play player, you can get some rewards. So if a player on any server spends 2000 USD, which sounds like a crazy amount, but there are actually quite a number of players who do it every time this event comes around, you will get one free legendary Dragon Eye. So you do benefit from other players spending money as well. So on average, I would say we get maybe about 8 to 10 free legendary Dragon Eyes from the players spending money. So still a nice thing to have even if you are a free-to-play player. And lastly, and I've covered this in another video, we do have the Vasily Miracle banner on right now. Vasily has been tested. I think before, in my previous video, he hasn't been tested yet, but Vasily has been tested and he's extremely strong and does incredible PvE damage. PvP, I think, is still under testing and quite likely will replace Lance. The only thing I do have to say is that he's not a limited time hero, and we are going to get a limited time hero fairly soon. So the way to see that, this may not be the most accurate way to see, but it's generally been very consistent. You can see it from the buff timer in Wuthering Coast. So as you can see, it says 41 days left, and this is approximately the time left before we have a new limited time hero. So as you can see, it's about 1 month and 10 days. So make sure you start saving your gems, start saving your miracles, and hopefully you'll be able to get enough to get the new limited time hero when it comes. And yeah, so that's this week in Infinite Magicraid, and hopefully we do have some interesting things which come out next week that we will be able to cover. But for now, that's all for today, and please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.